Finally tonight, another of our occasional reports from journalism students around the country. This one explores a little-known piece of immigration law aimed at uniquely talented individuals who want to stay in the United States. Lauren Rosenfeld and Caroline Binns at the University of California, Berkeley School of Journalism are the producers. Lauren tells the story.
Las Vegas, Sin City, a mirage of neon lights in the middle of the Nevada desert, and a mecca for circus artists. It attracts extraordinary talent from around the world, especially from Russia, where gymnasts and acrobats are rock stars. And clowning is not just clowning. For Oleg Danilov, it's an art form.
Американская школа просто...
This is an American school.
And Russian, like... Это чувство.
There were a lot of feelings in it, in the Russian school.
Oleg is what the Russians call a musical clown. He and his wife Tatiana came to Las Vegas with the Russian Ice Show, which eventually closed.
Есть поговорка, цирк уехал, а клоуны остались.
But there is a saying, the circus left while the clowns stayed here.
But Oleg might have to leave America. His only hope is to qualify for either an extraordinary or exceptional ability visa. Last year, the Department of Homeland Security issued more than 3,000 of these immigrant visas to acclaimed scientists, athletes, and artists. Oleg's immigration attorney helped him apply.
Right, so we submitted an application, we got a request for evidence, and we've responded to it. So, but what I want to do...
The application is a shoo-in if the petitioner has an Oscar or Olympic medal. Without such a major award, Oleg must meet at least 3 criteria outlined by Homeland Security that prove he is an asset to the United States.
Okay, now that you've shown exceptional ability, can you also show that your immigration is in the national interest? That the benefit that you will bring into the United States will spread from east to west coast. It's going to be national in scope.
Oleg thinks he has what it takes.
Я могу помочь многим американским клоунам узнать, что такое музыкальная эксцентрика.
I can help a lot of Americans to become the more professional music eccentrics.
И расширить их возможности.
And to expand their abilities.
Many Russians, like Igor Zaripov, have obtained this visa. He represents the best of a circus tradition that goes back more than 2 centuries.
I grew up in a circus in Russia, in circus family. I'm the 5th generation. We're circus family and we're based on horses. So all generation was training horses. Me and my sister, the only one who left our tradition from the horses and start to learn something new, explore something different. I decided to be an aerialist and my sister's a contortionist. So that's how I started to fly. I'm the aerial gymnast on straps, so basically I'm holding a rope. I pushed myself in the air, and once I did it, I did a double twist. I mean, nobody in the world does it yet. I had to prove to America what I am one of the best in what I do.
To prove his extraordinary ability, Igor's attorney sent immigration authorities photos of him flying, his many awards, newspaper clippings, and expert testimony. His talent got him a green card.
You became a part of this country. You actually live here and live a green card. It's give you opportunity to make a living easier.
Igor came to America on a temporary contract with a circus, but steady employment allowed him to put down roots in Las Vegas, where he met his wife Marina in a show.
In the show, like, we're supposed to fall in love, so in the act we fall in love, and actually we fall in love in the real life.
Here we are in the house, family, new baby.
Soon coming.
Happy. Hopefully when she delivers the child, we'll try to start work again together, so we'll see.
Igor may not be a rocket scientist or a Nobel Prize winner, but the U.S. government found his abilities exceptional enough to be in the national interest. Sergei Duman is a talented performer who did not get an extraordinary ability visa.
I fly in the air. I do the tricks in the air. Flip myself, do something crazy, finish it, and making the people happy.
Sergei holds the world record for the longest flying trapeze act, but he did not meet Homeland Security's criteria. He finally got a green card after marrying a U.S. citizen, and now he coaches gymnastics.
I didn't thinking about it. I gonna live in United States. I was thought I gonna work my 2 years contract, make some money and coming back at home. But I love United States. I love to live here. Little better. I stopped doing circus show because I wanna coaching kids. I have friends, performers from Russia, and them kids go into my classes. Don't fly away. I would love to see them flying in the air. I would love to see them flip, you know.
Куда ты летишь вперед?
Give them what I love to do, what I used to do, you know.
For Dasha Shamanskaya, the green card she got by proving her extraordinary ability is an insurance policy. Without it, her injury could mean a one-way ticket back to Russia.
At this moment right now, I'm injured. I just had 2 shoulder surgeries. You realize one day, you can continue doing this all your life. And it's really, really hard to even think about that because this is your passion. This is what you love doing.
But the injury has forced Dasha to think about life after the circus, a passion she's had since childhood.
That's how, they find talent in Russia. They come to kindergarten and they look for kids. When they came, I was so happy. I was like, I'm going to be a gymnast.
She decided to trade the bars for the trapeze, which got her to America and a job at Cirque du Soleil.
They basically offered me another contract doing aerial stuff here in Las Vegas for a Love Beatles show. And I said yes, I didn't even think twice. I'm doing a contortion type of act on the rope. It's very calm and it's involved for girls. There is no safety, there is no net under you, basically. It's just you and a rope.
No matter what happens to Dasha, her extraordinary ability visa will guarantee she gets to stay in Las Vegas. But Oleg is still in limbo.
If you have all legal papers and if you really mean something, you can live a brilliant life here.
But if Oleg doesn't qualify,
I'll say goodbye to America.
For the Russians who do manage to stay in Las Vegas, life is about more than tricks on a rope or ice skating in a clown costume. It's about bringing a proud tradition from one country to another, where the pay is better, the audiences are bigger, and the future often looks brighter.